this is how Raw ended. This is essentially how Raw ended. You had... you know what, screw it. You know what, this review is going to be short. It's going to be very short. You want to know why? Because I'm going to make it short. So, just to get the important stuff out of the way. Because the only reason anybody watched this is because Goldberg was supposed to show up. And then, you know, of course, it was also rumored that Brock Lesnar was going to show up. And since apparently The Undertaker isn't SmackDown exclusive anymore, and he never was, The Undertaker showed up. Because, you know, because it's the Raw before the Royal Rumble. So, yeah. So, essentially, this is what happened at the very end of the show, because this is the only thing anybody's worried about. Goldberg came out. He apparently... foreheaded his head onto the locker a little too hard and busted his head open, so he was bleeding the entire segment. He comes out, takes him 3 tries to articulate what he wants to say, and then, you know, he says his spiel, and then Paul Heyman comes out and talks about you have Goldberg versus Braun Strowman, or Goldberg versus, who did he say? Doesn't matter. Talking about all these Randy Orton, Goldberg versus Randy Orton, and all this stuff, and then he's like, but then it could be Goldberg or that guy right there is what he specifically said. That guy right there versus Brock Lesnar, and you know he does his usual spiel talking about how he's going to be brutalized, victimized, and then eliminated by Brock Lesnar and all this fun shit. And then, of course, Goldberg sits there and calls Brock a little boy and tells him if he's going to come down here and be a man or he's going to stand there like a dumbass. Definitely appealing to the kids in the crowd. Good job, Goldberg. Anywho, Brock Lesnar doesn't take kindly to that, so he comes down to the ring, actually gets in the ring. Did not expect that because they never get in the ring. Got in the ring. They're probably, I'd say, like about 6 feet away from each other. 6-8 feet away from each other. Gong hits. Undertaker appears in the ring. Oh, usual, you know, teleportation, you know, product that Undertaker's had for many years and Bray Wyatt's had for 3 years, whatever. So, anyway, Undertaker shows up. So, standoff. Goldberg, Lesnar, The Undertaker. It's like, ooh, this should be interesting. And then, that's it. That's all that happened. I will give WWE credit. It didn't end with a massive brawl at the very end. Where everybody just gets thrown over the top rope, and then you have the one guy who isn't going to win the Royal Rumble standing tall at the end. I'll give WWE credit. They didn't do that at the end of the Raw. They always do that. Every year before the Royal Rumble. Every fucking time. We've got to have that melee where 10, 15 guys come out and I throw you over the top rope. I throw you over the top rope. That didn't happen. So, yeah. There's an up. But, anyway. That was the end of Raw. That's the only thing anybody gives a shit about. It's the only thing that really happened. Well, there's actually more that happened. We're gonna go over that, but I just figured I'd get that out of the way because that's the only thing anybody ever even remotely watched Raw for anyway. So there you go. There's the ending. Goldberg, Lesnar, and The Undertaker all standing in the ring, doing nothing, doing absolutely nothing. So, we'll go through my notes. So. Raw overall. The go-home show to the Royal Rumble. Was it bad? Nah, it wasn't bad. Wasn't good either. Wasn't horrible. Wasn't detestable. Wasn't great. Wasn't fantastic. It's kind of one of those. It's a go-home show to one of your big 4 pay-per-views, and I'm not gonna remember a damn thing about it. Sorry, nothing amazing happened. there was high points and low points, of course. I'm gonna go over those, but all in all, this Raw was nothing. It was a big pile of nothing. It's the best way to explain it. Big, huge fucking pile of nothing. So, anyway, Raw starts off with a nice little promo. It's actually a sympathy promo for Roman Reigns, because that's how it was made. If you don't see that it was a sympathy promo, then I don't know what to tell you, because apparently you didn't pay enough attention. Sympathy promos are very intriguing because the way they're built is usually they use very direct, very intense music when the heels are doing something specific, and it doesn't have like heroic music, as people like to say. It doesn't have sympathetic music in it. It's just that the tone is focused completely on the heels, and it's meant to give sympathy to the babyface, in this case Roman Reigns, because Roman Reigns looked like shit in this promo, and that was the entire point of it. That's why it's a sympathy promo for Roman Reigns, and it came off as annoying as fuck. So, and of course, you know, you got Roman Reigns, they're trying to make him look as strong as possible. But, you know, so they show that, then Roman Reigns comes out. Booed, as always. Thank you, Cleveland, for continuing with the boos. The crowd was actually pretty damn active. Last couple weeks, the crowds have actually been fairly active, surprisingly enough. Up until last week, the crowds didn't do shit. They were all sitting on their hands, doing nothing. I mean, there's instances where the crowd didn't care, but overall, the crowd was actually pretty good tonight. So I will give credit where credit's due. The crowd was good tonight, so that doesn't mean the crowd in the Alamo Dome was, but, or is going to be. I guess that's what I should be saying, but so Roman Reigns comes to the ring, does his little promo. Apparently there's only going to be 40,000 people at the Alamo Dome, yet we're constantly promoting 80,000. We're going to have 80,000 people in the Alamo Dome. Apparently Roman can't do fucking math, or he's already assuming half the crowd is going to be pissed. So I don't fucking know. I'm gonna go with the former, that he doesn't understand that there's going to supposedly be 80,000 people, and he said 40. It's blatantly obvious, but you probably didn't notice it. But fuck, I don't care. I'm here to tell you what you miss, what isn't blatantly obvious to to your own perception. I thought it was a nice touch, too. This is why I said the crowd was good. They booed Reigns throughout this entire promo. This was like, Vicky Guerrero, we're going to boo the entire time you're talking, booing, which was fantastic. Thumbs up, Cleveland. You really were on point. At least at the beginning. I'm going to say that. You guys were on point, at least in the beginning. Eventually, Chris and Kevin come out, do their usual spiel like it's always every week. Blah, blah, blah. Reigns, shut up. You keep whining and bitching. And, he goes over a bunch of guys. The Shield put powerbomb through the announcer's table and is like, but who's powerbombed Roman Reigns through the table? Just me. Just me. So, which I thought was nice. And, it's just the same shit every week. Roman promo, Seth, and then Seth Rollins obviously surprisingly didn't come out this time. But then you got Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens. They come out and they gotta have their little, back and forth quabble like they're married couple, and it was, but it's just weird. And Chris having to talk about how he's going to be a sexy pinata and all this other stuff. And then something about Slamico. I know that was funny. There was something that he said, and I don't remember what the context was, but fuck it. We're just going to ignore that. But this promo basically led to a rematch that I assumed was going to happen tonight, because I was like, there's no way that Roman Reigns is not going to get his title rematch, and he coaxed Jericho into it. And I'm going to tell you right now, there was a time frame where I stopped watching because I had better things to do. And I don't know what happened once the 8-man tag. I don't know why there was an 8-man tag, but we'll get into that. And the Nia Jax squash, which I know the Roman Reigns Jericho match was in it. And I know Roman Reigns apparently won by disqualification, so it doesn't really matter. And nobody probably cares because the match was probably complete shit. Do I care? No. Am I going to attempt to watch it? Fuck no. All that matters is that Jericho won, that Roman Reigns won, like always. Jericho retained the title. We at least for right now don't have to worry about Roman Reigns being a dual champion, even though once he wins the Universal, he's not going to give two fucks about the United States. The only reason he even gave a shit about the United States Championship tonight was based on circumstance. So, but, screw it. But obviously it's a rematch we really don't want. We really don't need, but we got it anyway, so I didn't watch it. I didn't care, so. And then, apparently, based on everything that Reigns said tonight, definitely sounds like Vince McMahon wrote his lines specifically. Just based on what he said about how how Owens is jealous that he will never be the man. It just sounds like Vince wrote all his lines. Fuck you, Kevin Owens. I'm in charge, and Triple H is never going to really get to do what he wants. So, anyway, then I didn't know this, but now it's been confirmed. The Royal Rumble is going to be 6 fucking hours. Why? Why does it need to be 6 hours? 5 o'clock. We have to start watching this at 5 o'clock. If you want to watch the entire Royal Rumble, you have to start at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 2 p.m. if you live in Cali. Do you really want to basically commit your entire afternoon to watching the Royal Rumble? That means by the time it's over, your evening's pretty much gone. But seriously, 5 o'clock? Just to put this in retrospective, in case you don't understand how long 6 hours is. Starts at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 o'clock. 6 hours. The average person works 8 hours a day. So you're telling me to sacrifice almost an entire work day to watch your pay-per-view. Am I going to get paid for it? Am I going to get overtime? Probably fucking not. Am I going to get a Sunday premium? Nope. I'm supposed to watch 6 hours of wrestling. When you and I and everybody else knows there's not going to be 6 fucking hours of wrestling. There's going to be a 6-hour program. There's probably going to be about 2 hours worth of wrestling, with an hour being attributed to the Royal Rumble. I mean, crap. Just in entrant time alone, you get a minimum of 43 minutes. But still, you're looking at an hour minimum for the Rumble, and then, come on, you know there's going to be a couple squash matches this entire time. Excuse me. That's why this is going to be a short review. But 6 hours, come on. You got to try harder than that. There's no reason it needs to be 6. I mean, you can go 4. 4 I can deal with if you want to do 4 for a big pay-per-view like this. 6 is overkill. There's no goddamn reason why you need to have a 6-hour pay-per-view. Does this mean that frickin' the WrestleMania is going to be 8? Do we need an 8-hour pay-per-view for WrestleMania? Just so we can get everybody on the card? Fuck no, but I'm worried. I'm worried about we're going to get that. So anyway, tag titles are going to be defended on the pre-show. The 2-hour pre-show. Think about that. Because the actual Rumble starts at 7. The pre-show starts at 5. 2-hour pre-show. Which means that the Raw tag titles are going to be on that. Sasha versus Nia Jax is going to be on the pre-show. More than likely, I would imagine that... I'm going to guess that the Raw Tag titles are going to be on the pre-show, and the Women's Championship from SmackDown is going to be on the pre-show. That's my guess. Because on that 4-hour pay-per-view, you're going to have the Rumble, the 2 world title matches. Okay, so that right there can technically add up to 2 hours. That means you have 2 hours left. The Rumble's going to go over an hour, so let's say an hour and a half. So that leaves you an hour and a half for everything else. When you know that there's going to be an intercontinental... Well, actually, there might not be an intercontinental match. When you've got a figure, you've got the Cruiserweight match, which you're not going to give them very much time on that, but they might. They might give them 10 minutes. Either way. When you've also got to figure that you still have the... well, fuck. Well, I guess theoretically you could put the Women's Championship... Well, yeah, you got the Women's Championship match from Raw that's going to be on there. And then, you know, well, maybe you could put the Women's SmackDown Women's Championship on the main show. But I expect both tag matches to be on the pre-show. And if... I wouldn't be surprised if Dean Ambrose has to defend his Intercontinental Championship on the Royal Rumble, because almost every Rumble's had the Intercontinental title defended regardless. So, once SmackDown airs and we figure out what they're doing and all other stuff, then we'll figure out exactly... I could probably tell you what's going to be the lineup, so... Beyond the whole concept of pre-show or whatever. So, anyway. Gallows got busted open right here under his eye. I don't know how the hell that happened, but we had Gallows versus Cesaro. Cesaro lost again. Match was actually not that bad. It was pretty decent. Somehow this leads to them needing to have 2 refs during the match. I mean, the obvious reasons to avoid, you know, one ref getting bumped and then the match getting thrown out. Still don't know why we have to point out there's going to be 2 refs in this match. 2. I swear, I think Raw thinks we're stupid. I think Raw creative and Vince and Kevin Dunn think we're fucking retarded. Apparently, because that's the perception I got. So anyway, after this, Sami Zayn decides he wants to go and ask Foley on how he's supposed to enter the Rumble, when everybody else prior to this has just gone out, grabbed a mic, said, I'm using this opportunity to say that I am entering the Royal Rumble. Now, mind you, this is going to come into play later in this review, just because. And apparently, since Foley was on the phone with Vince, or sorry, not Vince, with Stephanie, which she still got on the show even though she wasn't there. She's like, well, we're not just going to hand Sami an entry. He's got to earn it, and he's got to face Seth Rollins in a match to earn his place in the Royal Rumble. I don't know why Sami has to earn it. I understand it goes with the storyline and him getting screwed all the time. But why? Why does he have to earn it? Not a single other person has had to earn their spot in the Rumble. Not a single person. There's not been one qualifier match. There's not been one, well... We're excluding them being put on the line as far as what Titus O'Neil was doing with the fucking New Day. Fuck that shit. We're not including that. But not a single other person has had to earn their entry. Nobody. Not a single person. Everybody's just gone out to the ring and said, I'm going to enter the Royal Rumble. With that being said, okay, later on, Rusev and Big Cass just go to the ring, say, I'm entering the Royal Rumble match. Yet Sami Zayn has to earn it. I know it's storyline driven. Still makes no fucking sense if you're going to have people this late in the game say, I'm entering the Royal Rumble, and don't have to earn it. Come on, people. Have some consistency here, because then that's just, like I said, it makes us think we're retarded. Like, we don't realize these kinds of things. Sami Zayn has to earn it, but Big Cass can just stroll in and get it. Rusev can just stroll in and get it. Rusev hasn't won shit in weeks. Big Cass hasn't done shit for weeks. But they automatically get a Rumble spot? Yet Sami Zayn's probably actually been sitting here and getting his ass whipped by Braun Strowman. You don't think that's earned him a spot? He's beaten Braun Strowman technically. He's, you know, withstanding some crazy shit. So, was that worth not jack shit? Apparently not. Anyway, back to Sami Zayn having to earn his title, his spot in the Rumble. He had to face Seth Rollins. Match of the night, 100%. Because I didn't watch the 8-man tag. I did not watch Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens because, like I said, I had other things to do. Doesn't matter how good those matches were because I can almost guarantee you they did not top this match because this match was actually pretty damn good, and this should have been a main event for Raw match. Straight up, hands down. Beautiful Blue Thunder Bomb by Sami Zayn was fantastic. Usual 2 count as always. That Sunset Powerbomb hit, it was nasty as fuck. It was nasty off the top rope. It was beautiful, I will say that, but it was a nasty hit. I swear to God, I feel like it looked like he just hit him straight on his fucking neck. And I will tell you this, I'm surprised Sami Zayn won. I'm not even kidding. I am legit surprised he won because I assumed he was going to lose. I get the whole concept that, oh, well, now we're going to bring in the Triple H thing, but I'm surprised Rollins lost. Straight up. In the end, though, I think probably the way they're going to go with this is that Rollins is going to enter the Rumble anyway. Because he entered the Rumble without qualifying before. And who's to really stop him from entering the Rumble? You telling me you're not going to put Seth Rollins in the Royal Rumble? Because he's never been in one. Because the year prior, he was Money in the Bank. He didn't need to win the Royal Rumble. He was in a title match out of the Royal Rumble. He didn't need to be in it. And last year, he was injured. The last time he was in the Rumble was when he was with the Shield. This would be the first time he is going to be going in as a solo act, basically. You're telling me you're not going to have Seth Rollins in the Royal Rumble? No. I'm sorry. He will be in it. No matter what you think. Just because he lost it to Sami Zayn doesn't mean jack shit. The fact that he was taken out is leading me to think Triple H will show up. Strictly because Seth Rollins inserts himself in this match. Should Triple H be an intro? Fuck no. He was an intro last year. Doesn't need to be an intro this time. Does he show up and get him eliminated? Of course. Happens every year. There's always a competitor that comes out that was not in the Rumble strictly to eliminate somebody. Happens all the time. I've become very well versed in the Rumble lately, just from doing my vlogs, but there's always somebody that comes out to eliminate somebody that is already in the Rumble. I mean, Giant Gonzalez did it to Undertaker the year he faced him at WrestleMania 9. That's how he got introduced. He came out of nowhere with his fucking manager, Harvey Wippleman, and eliminated the Undertaker. Wasn't even in the fucking match. Beat the shit out of him for a good 5 minutes outside the ring. Mind you, wasn't even in the match, but he eliminated the Undertaker. Happens every time. There's always, not every Rumble, but there's always an instance where somebody comes out who's not an official entrant that costs somebody the match. I guarantee you that Triple H will not be an entrant, but he will come in and he will probably cost Rollins the fucking win because Rollins will be a surprise entrant. They just did this because they want to have Sami Zayn in the Rumble, which therefore means that Sami will probably not win the Royal Rumble because then that doesn't set that up for him to be that underdog babyface guy to win the match. All this stuff becomes so blatantly obvious as time goes on. Anyway, before I go in a fucking tangent about the Royal Rumble, because I've had Royal Rumble in my mind for fucking weeks. Anyway, Rollins loses his spot in the Rumble. We have a 6-man cruiserweight tag match, like fucking always. What do you think happened? 3-minute match. Babyfaces win. Yay! The new guy that's now introduced to the cruiserweight division wins with the pin. Gallagher is the most over person in the cruiserweight division by far. Because he got the biggest pop when they all came out, and it's Jack Gallagher. He's awesome. What else? The Royal Rumble was trending on Twitter, not Raw. I liked how that was not mentioned. Raw wasn't trending. The Royal Rumble was. Raw, you're doing a good job. You can't trend on the night you're playing, but yeah, you can get Royal Rumble to trend, and it's not for another 6 days, but fuck that. New Day gets interrupted by Enzo and Cass, then they get interrupted by Rusev. And of course, we got to get U.S. chants because of Rusev and Jinder Mahal, and they're foreigners, and we're Americans, and we don't like foreigners, so we're going to chant USA, but whatever. It happens all the fucking time. Leads to that 8-man tag that I did not see. Apparently, Braun Strowman fucking tore shit up. If I'm wrong, fuck you. I don't care. I didn't watch it. I didn't give a shit. And then apparently the Roman Reigns and Jericho match happened. All I know is that at some point, Owens ended up in the cage, got locked. Jericho's hanging from the cage. Gets Superman punched. All this crap. And then Owens bitched about how they shouldn't be in it. Apparently now their match is a no disqualification match, which probably would have happened anyway. So either way, like I said, I didn't see any of this shit up until when Jericho and Owens were bitching about the match. Everything that happened before that, don't know, don't care, not interested. You shouldn't be interested. It shouldn't fucking matter. It's not important. Reigns won by DQ, which means he didn't win the Universal or the U.S. title, which is an important aspect. And the 8-man tag, nobody cares because Braun Strowman probably just destroyed everybody. So fuck it, who cares? Nia Jax is back to having jobber matches. I don't know why. Apparently there's nobody else on the Raw roster that she can feud with besides Sasha Banks, and she's injured, so whatever. This is the most development they've had for the women's division beyond the title picture since ever. So, hey, congratulations, you're trying. You've apparently watched SmackDown and figured out that you can do 2 women's division storylines at once. Hell, you're even doing 2 division stories in the Cruiserweight division. I mean, my God, I didn't think you guys knew how to do that. I mean, fuck. That's surprising to me. Swan actually, he had his match. He won, called out Neville. Neville came out. He was like, oh, no, I'm not going to fight you. Jump through the ropes. They brawled for half a second. I want to think Neville was going to win. There's a slight chance that I feel like Swan's going to win just because. We'll get into that later in the week. And then we wrap back around to the end of the night where Goldberg shows up and all sorts of shit. Why tease something when it's not going to fucking happen? I get it. I get it. It's promotional reasons. It's to get people to buy the network. It's to get the people to watch the Royal Rumble and all that other shit. But fuck, dude. Why do shit when you know you're not going to do it? Because then it's just irritating. We all know it's not going to happen. So why bother? Why the fuck bother? We don't care. Brock Lesnar's not going to do shit. Goldberg's not going to do shit. The Undertaker ain't going to do shit. They got paid handsomely to stand there and do jack shit. I wish I could get paid hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars to stand there and do jack shit. Goldberg did more work than all 3 than the other 2 combined. I'm just saying. Goldberg has done more work, theoretically, and the 2 months he's been back, than Goldberg, shit, than Lesnar has done in the last year. Yeah, Goldberg had a 1 minute and 26-second match, but he's done more on free TV than Lesnar's done in 3 years. At least he delivers promos. At least he attempts to. Lesnar just stands there like a dumbass. Like a dumbass. Anyway, that's what happened on Raw. There's your Raw review. Don't fucking care. It doesn't really matter. It was okay. It was passable. Sami Zayn Rollins match was fantastic. That was probably the match of the night. Should have been the main event, but it wasn't. Our main event was Goldberg, Lesnar, and Undertaker staring each other down. And that was it. Technically, your main event match was the Cruiserweight match. So that's different, but they definitely had the match of the night. So, thumbs up to them. This has been a shit review. I'm going to tell you that right now. I am tired. I've been tired for fucking 2 days. But I figured I'd at least come on here and give you my fucking take. But that was Raw. Fuck it. You know, who cares? Raw is Raw. You know, SmackDown's going to be better. I can guarantee you that. We got Randy Orton and Luke Harper, which should be an interesting match. And then we should be figuring out what Mickie James has planned. Should be interesting. And then, you know, I feel we got some confrontation between AJ and John Cena coming on Tuesday, so it should be an interesting watch. Make sure to thumbs up if you like the review, or thumbs down it, because I don't care, because I'm sure if you're going to bitch about how I was just kind of dyslexic and all over the fuck place, then whatever, I don't care. That's how I felt while I was watching this most of the night, so whatever. We are going to be doing an updated odds on everybody that's going to be in the Royal Rumble, at least who is confirmed after we watch after SmackDown, because I want to have as many people as we know is going to be in the Rumble, so that way we can then at that point predict who's going to be who's going to be the surprise entrants, who are the most likely returns for the match, i.e. Finn Balor or Shelton Benjamin. Possible returns if they're ready, obviously. But once we get a concrete list of who's definitely going to be in the Rumble, we can then at that point start to make fantasy booking, all that other bullshit, and where we think everything's going to go. We'll do that on Wednesday. Like I said, after we get a concrete idea who's going to be in the Rumble starting tomorrow. So, like I said, make sure you hit like if you like the video. Make sure to subscribe for more content. Like I said, we'll have the SmackDown review tomorrow. We are going to have a Royal Rumble preview, basically, but we're not going to do full-on predictions. We're only going to be focusing on the Rumble itself, i.e. who we think may be coming in, and where I feel... Basically, we're going to break down the Rumble itself, and then when we get to Saturday, before NXT TakeOver, we're going to have our full-on Royal Rumble preview and predictions video, and we'll also probably get you ready for that. Got some gameplay video games coming up throughout the week, and I think we're going to throw a movie review in there. I watched an old movie. We're going to review it. Should be fun. So make sure to subscribe to the channel and follow any of the links that are below, any of the forms of social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all that shit. It's all in the bottom. I'm pretty sure they're not all there, but fuck it. It's there if you want to indulge. And I will see you guys tomorrow night for SmackDown. So, y'all have a fun night. I'm going to go to bed because I'm tired as fuck. I've been up since fucking 3 this morning. It's now 11, so almost 24 hours. So, fuck you. I got better things to do. And we'll see you tomorrow.